Hello everyone. So in this video I will configure like integration in between Palo Alto and Active Directory server. So I'm using the same topology what I used in my last video. So the like three VLAN has been configured, VLAN 10, 20, 30, but VLAN 30 here I'm gonna use it for the server purpose. Okay, so I went to the Palo Alto firewall. I disable the DHCP from the VLAN 30, and if you will see my server here, it's on the Ethernet 1/0 on the VLAN 30. Let's check out the in the server. The default IP address for the server is 30.99. Properties 30.99. Default gateway is 30.100. 30.100 is the gateway of Ether VLAN 30, and the primary DNS I'm gonna use it 92.168.30.99, and this alternate DNS I'm gonna use 8.8.8. Okay, so primary DNS server is gonna be the server itself IP address. Okay, so I have configured the Active Directory here with the name and domain Antil.com. So I just need to do the DNS lookup. If I go on the DNS, I click here, I can see the forward lookup has been configured, but there is no reverse lookup. If you click on the forward lookup, it's gonna tell us like, okay, the IP address is 30.99 and the fully qualified domain name is srv.antil.com. If you right click here and click on the launch ns lookup, and we will type antil.com, it's gonna give the IP address, but it's not the correct, like server is unknown, so we need to configure the reverse lookup. So right click new zone, next, IPv4 192.168.30, next, finish. So reverse lookup has been configured. I will need to create a new pointer. Host name we're gonna take it from here. So that will be my host name. Okay, so reverse lookup has been configured. We can double check it via launch ns lookup 192.168.30.99. It's like IP addresses. Okay, everything is done. So now if you go on the Active Directory, right click, I'm gonna create a new OU. So let's name it like Palo Alto users. Okay, and here I'm gonna create a new user account, new, and I'm gonna name it like Palo Alto admin. Actually I need to create like a new user account, so you can click it over here. Normally in PA Palo Alto admin, username will be PA Palo Alto admin admin. Next, okay, so this account we will use it to, in the Palo Alto. So we have to add some group, make it member of, add a member, So first group is like distributed com, check name. Okay, yeah, second group is gonna be our event log reader, and the third group is gonna be server operator. Okay, so now he's a member of all these four groups. Apply. Okay, and here we can create some groups. So admin group, create another group for the intern. You can create some admin account here, admin 1. Okay, so these two accounts I created. So yeah, that's all thing. Yeah, one thing more left on the server side. So click over here, right click. Actually, we have to click on the run. Okay, so click over here, click on the here, and here we need to type wmimgmt dot msc. Open this one. So here we have to do the right click, properties. So now we have to click on the security and expand the root, and here we need to select CIM2 and click on the security. Here we have to add that user account which we created. So add that account. What was the name? PA admin admin, check name. Yeah. Okay, so for this account we need to give him some permission, and the permission is gonna be enable account. He already assigned. Then the second permission is gonna be remote enable, read security, and edit security. Yeah, that's only four permission we need to apply to this account. Apply. Okay, that's it. That's all done on the server side. So close this one. Now go back to the Palo Alto firewall, click on the device, and here we have to click on the services. It's taking some time. Okay, service root configuration. So by default all it is configured in the management interface. We need to customize this one, and we have to make the changes to the DNS first. DNS, and we need to, like, by default it is using the source interface default one, but we have to change it to the our this interface Ethernet 1/1, which is connected to the server. Ethernet 1/30. So server is connected to the Ethernet 1/30, 30.100. Okay, and the second one we have to do it on the Kerbos LDAP. Kerbos, select it. and then LDAP, and the UID agent. Yeah, this one. Okay, yeah, that's the only thing we have to do over here. So now we need to create a LDAP profile. So like all the server, like all the external servers we're gonna configure here, like radius server we have to configure, LDAP server, tech as email server. So we have to configure here. So click on the LDAP. There is no server now. Add. So we can name now LDAP server, and we have to add here the details like what's our server name. Click on the add, and the name is gonna be, we can take any name like so, okay, AD server, and LDAP server IP address 192.168.30.99, and port is 389. Server profile is our active directory server. Base DN we have to use DC. Okay, let it get DC until comma DC com. So how we know that's our server name? Click over here. So domain is until.com and the IP address is 30.99. So these are the information we are putting here. Okay, none. Okay, so while it get on, let's do it. PA admin, the account which we created over there, PA admin at the rate until.com, and now click over here. Admin at 123. Required this TLS, uncheck this one. I'm just going doing OK, and we will come back again because we need to configure base DN. It is not showing that option somehow. Okay, click on the OK, make the commit, and we will come back again here. Okay, it's successful. Close it. Click on the LDAP server again. Now click over here. Yeah, now it is showing like DC until DC com. That's what we need to configure. So okay, all done. Okay, now LDAP server has been configured. Now we need to open the authentication profile. Click on the authentication profile, and here click on the add name. We can give it like AD authentication profile. Here we can see like multiple names because this is this is the AD authentication. If we have like a radius server, we can, and authentication we can make it here. So that's the thing. So type, it is our LDAP server, and the server profile name is gonna be the one we just LDAP server with the profile we created, the same profile. It will come back here now, new LDAP profile. So here we have to type some name, add, Actually, we already configure one LDAP profile. Yeah, this is the LDAP server. So login attribute, it should be a same account name. If you go on the Google, same account name, that's the one we can copy it and paste it there. Okay, there is nothing more we need to put. A domain, user domain is like Antil.com. Okay, so let's check one more time. Ad name, type LDAP, server profile which we created is come out, attribute name is good, domain Antil.com, factor we don't need it, advanced, yeah, in advanced we have to click on add and select all the accounts. Okay, now yeah, so we configured first LDAP server profile, then we configure the authentication profile, and after that we need to do a user identification. So once you click on the user identification, click on this gear button, edit, and the username is gonna be, so what are domain name, Antil.com, so Antil, and gonna be the backslash, and the account name is PAADMIN. So the account which we created for the Palo Alto domain, DNS we don't need it, password we can use the same password, ADMIN at 123. The password we provide to this user account. Server monitor, it should be enabled, client probing, it should be disabled, cache syslog ignore, we don't need any of these things. Click on the OK. Now we have to click on the server monitor, add a server monitor, and the name we can put like AD server, network address 192.168.30.99, leave WMI enable. Okay, so it's still saying status like okay, now we will make the commit. Okay, once this commit will successful, now what it is doing, like this Palo Alto is going to communicate to this Active Directory server. Once the communication will be successful, we will see here like a status is connected or disabled, whatever it comes. Done, close. So now Palo Alto is able to connect to the server and it is able to see all the information from that account which we created. So how we know like it is connected to the server now? If you click on the group mapping, click on add, or we can give it any name like okay, Palo Alto group, Palo Alto Active Directory group, and the server profile which we created in the beginning, LDAP server. That's it. User domain, we can use our domain Antil, and now it will finds the informations, and user and group activity, same account, group included. Yeah, so you now click on the group included. So DC Antil DC.com, expand this one. Now we can see all the our OUs which we created on this server. So Active Directory, so we created a new Palo Alto user OU, so let's check it, is it available? Yeah, OU Palo Alto user. If you expand this one, we can see like groups, we will not be able to see the individual user account. So let's do it like click and edit. all the admin accounts, intern accounts, and in the server we can add these users to these groups. So admin members is gonna be admin. Okay, apply, and the same intern, it is the member of intern group. Yeah, there's some name on that. What's the name? This okay, use in group name is intern only. Member of intern group. Check name. Good. Okay. Apply. Now now all of these users is a member of this account. So go to the Palo Alto, add. Okay. So if you click on the group mapping, we can see like Palo Alto LDAP server profile user domain until and group included list. Only these users will be verified. Commit the changes. Done. So that's the only thing we have to do for the from the Palo Alto side. Now everything is configured. And how we know, like if you go on the policies, now let's create new policy here. So what we see, like authenticate, like UD user, that's the policy. So source is gonna be our DMG and trust zone. Source address, we can use it any, or we can use like source user. You see, like all the admin and intern groups are here now. So we can say like anyone who is a member of admin account, or we can add that like devices. So anyone who is a member of this account, they can go to the destination like anywhere, and any services we can apply according to them. Yeah, this is the only way we can authenticate the users from the Palo Alto. Yeah, yeah, it's successful now. That's all done for this Palo Alto firewall.